What's good, YouTube? Welcome to a new video from your boy, God Young Weymouth. Today we're going to talk about Delta Force. We're going to talk about all these experience since I have been playing Delta Force for almost 100 hours. And I'm just going to talk about what we like, what we don't like, what I personally like, what the community is feeling, and beyond. And to roast some people with their takes on this community. Let's get on with it. On the background, you'll see some gameplay. I'm not a great player. I'm not amazing. I'm not gonna drop 100 kill. I'm just like everybody else. Normal plays. We see how we play. We see how it goes. We get killed. Maybe we get 30. Maybe we get 40. Sometimes we only get 10. It is what it is. Now, I have a couple of topics I would like to talk about. The first one we'll start with for me is the anti-cheat. Like any other game in 2024, and we're going to 2025 now. Anti-cheat has shown that it's very much needed for almost all these games. As you can see, I don't know if you played a game of Delta Force, but I'm sure most of you have. If you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. Those unexplained deaths, those unexplained shots, those angles that don't make any sense. Yes, those don't make any sense because they're not supposed to make sense because they're cheating, you know. Now, I'm not claiming everybody cheats, but there's just sometimes you're just like, I don't even know how to explain this situation to anybody or anything. So what else am I supposed to call it? Such is the way. Yeah, the anti-cheat definitely needs to be adjusted, or it needs to be a little more hardcore. Now, which will lead to the second point. I've heard a lot of people talking about, they're using corner level anti-cheat. I don't want to have that. Listen, if you're talking about kernel level anti-cheats and you're already in the game playing the game, it's over, bruv. I don't even know why you're even questioning about the kernel. He already has access. Now, don't get me wrong. At the beginning of kernel anti-cheat, I also felt some type of way about it, which is why I never played Valorant in my life, because it was something about something that can get on a kernel level, access kernel level on my PC that I didn't like. Don't get me wrong. It was the first of its kind, so it's kind of, it made sense. But when you sit back and you stop yapping on Twitter or the subreddit, you realize that they don't really need that. Like, if you use Facebook, they know where you are, what you do. If you use Google, they know where you are, what you do. If you have an Instagram account, they know where you are, what you do. If you have a Twitch account, if you have any account that you have in those days has some sort of tracking feature. So there's not really any point of even complaining about kernel level. Like they already know. And if you press download and the download is finished, it's over. They already know. They already have access. Like, that's you enabling them to be accessing your PC. So you can't be already download the game, already in the game, playing the game, and then complaining about the kernel anti-cheat. There's no point. You've already committed, so just may as well just continue. Optimizations. I think the game runs smooth. I think the game is great, but there's some problems with some things. Like I recently, I had a very interesting problem. Like I had my game. Like I will play, and then my game will stutter, or it will just straight up crash. And I had those crash multiple times. Crash at the end of the game, so I couldn't get back where I could get my XP. Like, there's been so many times where the game was just done whatever the hell it wanted to, and there's nothing I could do. Like, but yeah, no, the game looks stunning. Even when you play the game on low, it still looks good. I think that the graphics are there. I just think it needs to be optimized a little bit more, in my opinion. Man, especially for the people like me who are, we're not YouTube, we're not Twitcher, we don't have big man computer that can run a missile from here to the moon and come back and still have spare room to render. We don't have those. We're just normal gamers. Most of us are normal gamers. We just want more optimization so we can play the game that we like more. The other topic that I have is this one. I think is going to be the most controversial to people, but I think it makes sense. Hear me out. damage and consistency. The TTK in this game. The TTK in this game sometimes doesn't make any sense, and this also ties with two other objects. It ties with the cheating factor of this game, because sometimes you just don't know if the person is cheating or not, because they just kill you so fast. You just like, I don't even know what to say to this. There's also the other one, which is the laws of physics sometimes doesn't apply. Now I understand this is a video game. I understand that. I understand, real life. I understand all that. But I'm just saying, like, there's gotta be at least some type of limitation. If someone snipes me from an angle that does not make any sense, if I'm on top of a hill and you're on the other side but on a lower floor, physics say logically you can't snipe me, because there's a valley between me and you, and then there is a hill from your position to my position. So scientifically, that doesn't make any sense. There's a hill between me and you, so there's no way you can snipe me. Now if you cheat, well, your bullet just go building, hill, it doesn't matter, right? But to a person who's playing the game and they're having a little fight at the corner, then they get sniped, and then they see a little replay and they see a little red over there across the map, and you're like, what is, like, how does that make any sense? That brings us to the thing of like, is sniper rifle unlimited range in this game? Because in most games, you sniper rifle technically has unlimited range, but it has bullet drop off. Like in real life, if you shoot a bullet for a long period of time, the rain would affect it and it will be dropping because it doesn't have enough power and velocity to continue down the path straight. But in Delta Force, sometimes I feel like physics doesn't exist. Like sometimes I feel like, Newton's law just are not here. People be sniping me and I look at the silhouette and I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, how is that possible? And the only way I can say this, because if there was bullet drop off, if you had to snipe me from some of the points that I see these people sniping from, you would have to aim. I don't know how high you have to aim above my head so the bullet drops and hit me. But they just looking at me with the scope and shoot, and the bullet just goes straight to me. Which, that's what I'm saying. It brings out a thing of like, are the people killing? Are the people cheating? Or is it just the TTK is too mad? And that's not even talking about, let's just talk about snipers. If we talk about stuff like the SMG 45, I don't know what kind of SMG can hit people at assault rifle and marksman rifle range. Because the SMG 45 is it just doesn't care. The range doesn't matter to it. So it just shoots whatever. And I've used the SMG 45. It's one of the reasons why I don't like using it, because I feel like it's just straight cheat. What's the point of using any other gun in this game if the SMG 45 can hit everybody at any range with perfect tracking? I mean, I understand the gimmick of the game is build your weapon so you have to the level you feel comfortable with. You have no recoil or anything, but I honestly believe, one, there needs to be a limitation for guns, to separate the gun classes so that they can both fulfill the role properly. Assault rifle shoot people at assault rifle distances. That makes sense. And SMG should be very good at SMG distances. That makes sense. A marksman rifle should have a longer range than an assault rifle. That makes sense. And a sniper rifle should dominate at long range. That makes sense. But this SMG is stepping on assault rifle's foot, and assault rifle is stepping on a sniper's foot. And then the marksman is just looking back and forth like, am I even needed? Like, that is one of the problems. And because of that, TTK is very, very messed up. Sometimes you just get absolutely deleted, and you look at some guy far away with an SMG 45, and you're like, how is that even possible? Because it doesn't make any sense. That's assault rifle, marksman rifle range. But in this game, because the physics laws are, they're averted, it makes sense. I think TTK needs to be looked at Fast TTK is not always the best thing. I think giving some people the time to actually react to thing would be better. That would be for more simultaneously engaging fight. Because if you shoot at me, I can turn around and shoot back at you. That's a good. But if you shoot at me, I don't even have time to say I'm dead. That's it's kind of hurts. Most people that are playing in a normal lobby, that like normal to most of us, I understand what I'm saying in there. Now, a couple other things that I would like to mention regarding the thing, like to specialized heroes, I got some cheesy lines. I ain't gonna lie, them lines are funny, but sometimes just like yo, okay, are real people made this? I don't know. The cheesy lines are funnier sometimes, but it is what it is. The clunky movement and clunky physics. Now, if you play Battlefield, which most of us are playing this game are from, you kind of get what I'm saying. Like Battlefield is very smooth, very. Not saying that not saying that Delta Force is not smooth. I'm saying it can be smoother. That's just one of my opinions. The choice of weapon in each specialist. Now, I don't know in what world. I mean, I understand the concept. Don't get me wrong. I understand the concept of forcing people to pay certain characters because only certain characters have access to certain gun, which makes it so you kind of have to pay everybody if you want to ever find your favorite gun. You want to, I understand that because you can play anybody you want, but just remember that the person that you're playing, some of them don't have access to a special gun. But I get that it's a cool concept, but at the same time, it's like, why can I not use my marksman rifle on a healer? Like, I could use. Why can I not? You know what I mean? It's like why can certain healers have access to certain guns, but the scanner they all have access to SMGs, but scanners don't have vector. Why is that? Why is that a thing? I mean, they can get both SMG. I could use the Bison on the healer class or the scout class, but I can't use the vector on the scout class, and that's just kind of confusing me. It's kind of like why is that a thing? But hey, I don't know what else to say about that except for that it's a minor little thing, but it's like, hey, come on now, like why can I not use the gun that I want to use on the character that I want to use? That's all I'm trying to say. BS audio, like, hey, you know what I'm talking. Honestly, footsteps in this game, I don't even know if it exists. I've heard like maybe one time in my life. After that, I don't hear. But it didn't make sense. There's a tank over here. But there's gotta be a little bit of way to differentiate audio. Like, I don't want to get dropped on, pull up from behind, and boom, I got shot. I didn't even know about that. It's kind of annoying. So it's like, yo, I would like a differentiation, a difference between the people that are coming close to me and the people that are following me. When a tank shoots a building on me, of course I know a tank shoots a building on me, But if I'm getting pushed by a person who's gonna be a little bit more sneaky and I can't hear, like, which will make characters like I forgot her name, but one of the scouts where her specialty is, no footsteps. That will make sense, but there's no point when everybody else has no footsteps to begin with. So it's like, what's the point? Smoke spam, and then being shot to the smoke because somebody just decided to. Smoke spam is his own problem. I know they're already trying to deal with it. They're trying to nerf it up of smoke, but I think more things can be done to the smoke. Honestly, they've already nerfed it a little bit, but I think something else can do. I don't know how to discuss about that, but I think something else can be done regarding the smoke spam. Honestly, now the next thing I would also like to know is, like, can we just change the magnetic bomb? Can we change the function of magnetic bomb? Can we make it so it's an actual C4? Not a toss it in this room and just toss it in there and brain dead and just eat it in a room and just No, I get it. Some people are maybe good at utilizing it very well. I timing it, I knowing how to properly place it. So I get that, but I feel like right now, everybody that I'm running out right now just seem to toss it and hope to God it blows up. Like it's kind of like a throwaway play, I think. And I think by making it into an actual C4 where you actually you throw it and you actually have to time your blowing up on it, will actually change severely how it's played. Now I know that they nerfed it because it was doing a lot of damage for tank, which, to be honest with you, that's what I was using it for. I wasn't really using it on killing people. I was using it on blowing up tank because it did more upfront damage than the engineer rockets. Two of those magnetic bomb on a tank, and the tank was bye-bye. But they just nerfed it, so now it does 75 or 80 damage total to a tank. So it still has 20% of its HP to fix. So it is what it is. But I think just making the actual C4 will just make alleviate all these problems. But here's the thing though. On that note, the tanks in this game are ridiculous. Like the engineering class, who's supposed to be the class that counters tanks, or also the class that are very well with tanks, don't work unless if you use the T44, the T4. That thing does like, I don't know, 20 damage. You need like three or four of those rockets, and that's if the tank doesn't even heal the tank. I get it, give them time to heal, but the tanks are very oppressive. They're very oppressive in what they do, which is they're supposed to be. But if we're gonna make tank oppressive, we can at least have something that can actually take care of it. If you're using the automatic tracking rockets from the engineer, it takes way too long to stand there while scanning the tank. While the tank is getting noticed that they're being scanned, they can just shoot you and you die. Meanwhile, you have to wait 2 or 4 to 5 seconds for him to actually lock on so your rocket can go. Now, granted, it does tremendous damage to the tank. That I'll give it to it. But by the time that I stand there trying to lock on, I might just get shot, which has happened to me many times. The T4, don't even get me started on the T4. It works, but it does low damage to tanks. Like you need like 4 shots of T4, and that's without them having to fix their tank. You know what I mean? You need 4 of rockets, and like don't get me wrong. Anybody that plays engineer will let me know, because I main engineer at the beginning of that's what I play for the most of the time, most hours since now is engineer, and I can tell you for a fact, unless you catch a tank on some lacking movement that they're being idiotic about it, you're not killing a tank with just your normal T4 rounds. You're just not doing it, because if you get a ammo crate, you get 4 rockets, and out of that 4 rockets, if you shoot 3 and it decides to heal itself just a little bit, you're not killing it. All your rockets are useless. And the next thing is, those rockets, they're great, but you can't even shoot it at people. If you shoot at someone, you get hit marks. How's that work? It's a rocket. How you shoot a rocket at someone and it's a hit marker? But hey, that's neither near or there. It's whatever. But yeah. Next thing is warfare for me is like the visibility in warfare is a little bit too messed up. Like sometimes you can see, sometimes you can't see. If they're far away, good luck trying to see it. Unless you have a sniper scope. But most of us don't snipe, so it's like visibility is kind of iffy. And then I get sniped by someone who's on top of a building that I couldn't even see because he looked like the same he looks almost the same as the ground that he was laying on. Or I lay in grass and I'm thinking nobody can see me, and for some reason the person that's across the map with a sniper scope just snipes me in grass like it's every day's business. Like what? That's just no. It doesn't feel right to me. I'm just saying. But the next thing is, it's like as much as I complain about snipers, I would like snipers to be at least adjusted and also buffed in a certain way. Like a sniper rifle, no upper body one shot is kind of weird. Like if I shoot you in the torso with a sniper rifle, you should die. A sniper with headshot, I mean, I get that creates a skill gap, but it's just not practical in a game that's as big as like a Battlefield-like game. That's what I think. At least in Battlefield, sniper rifle, upper body shot, you're done. You're dead. But in this game, it has to be headshot, which like I said, I just spent a couple of minutes complaining about snipers, and here I am talking about them to get buff. I am all for everything. Every flavor has a place in the meal. You know what I mean? As long it's just how well you make that meal with the flavor that you got. And I think sniper rifle, upper body shot, one hit makes sense. That's it. One of my biggest thing that I want to say though is recon Warhack for teams. It gotta go. Like, make it a mapping, make it a whatever you want to do. But this HD scan UAV infrared appear in a map for everybody to see for the entire lobby. No, it's too much. It's too much. Like, I've had a situation where I'm laying down on grass. I'm laying down on grass. I'm not shooting nobody. I'm minding my business, trying to like sneak take over a point. Now, if they came and they found me, but themselves, hey, thank God you came and found me. But I'm standing still, and just because she shot an arrow, now I'm highlighted in the whole map and everybody knows where I am. I'm not even shooting on it, and I'm getting shot. And it's like, what can I even do to counter it? The cooldown on it is not that long, so it's spammable. And like what I've been playing recently has been the scouting class, and I can definitely tell you it does a difference. Like you shoot the arrow, you know what people are like. It does something. And I think if it was a mapping, we can deal with that. But the fact that it highlights you through walls, through smoke, no. That thing is just, that's too much. That's too much. I think that's just too much. I would also like to talk about merit for different classes. Now, as it stands right now, if you play medic or you play scout or you play engineer, such like that, all that matter for you to get your ranking for the points ranking is kills. I think other classes should be given merits based on what they do. Like a medic should be given merits for rezzing 50 people a game. That's their job, and they did their job. It doesn't matter if they don't get kills, but if they res people, they should get the merits that they deserve. Scouts should get merits for spotting and pinning people, but obviously there's gonna be some differentiation there. But I've noticed that my friend who likes to play medic all the time, and he doesn't particularly go for kills. He goes for, he's the team player. He goes for reses and position holding. He always tells me, "Oh, look at that! I get minus merits, or I get barely 5 merits. I get, I play engineer and I play assault sometime, most of the time, and I get kills. Let's say I get 30 kills and I get 15 merits. It's like." So he also did an important job as I did. He rests people in the field for the fight, for us to continue to fight. So he should have gotten merits for what he did. But my friend was telling me that sometimes it doesn't work. Now I don't know if this is maybe just wrong the way we're playing it, but I feel like if you guys have any other insight on this, please let me know. But I feel like right now it's like the people that are playing other classes like medic are not rewarded unless they go for 50 kill games, 40 kill games, they get kills. Like honestly, those are just like one of those two things that I want to be adjusted in this game. Like the Looney Tune physics kind of need it just to be adjusted. It just to be adjusted, and that's just it is what it is. And for me, one of the most things that's just on my nerve recently is I probably have a clip of this actually, is me just like laying in I'm on top of a hill, and actually I will show you the clip. I'm on top of a hill on some you can't see me type of madness, and I just got sniped 3 to 4 times, and I was like, I don't even know where, I don't even know how, what kind of mad finger you got that you can snap it to this length. But I'm gonna show you a clip of it so you can see it, so you can understand what I'm trying to say when I'm saying like sometimes Isaac Newton laws of physics just gets absolutely avoided in this game. It's like it never existed. I'll show you a clip of that. But honestly, the game is great. Well, I'm enjoying the game. Me and my squad, we participated in our worldwide ranking. You know, we were on the top. We were on top 50, top 100. But you know, it's just I'm enjoying the game personally. I think the game could do a little tweaks here and there, but you know, it is early access. Early access view. We're basically the guinea pig, you know, to be used to adjust how this game is, which I understand. I just wish, you know, certain things were a little bit, you know, a little more in line. Like SMG shooting kill people at marksman rifle range. That just true makes sense. You know, if you're laying on grass, I shouldn't be able to be spotted by a sniper rifle 55 miles away. It's like I'm not trying to hide. It's like I don't need to hide because you're gonna shoot me anyway, whether I hide or not. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, it's kind of annoying. I'll pull up a clip of it and show you. But yeah, it's.
So I was on a boat.
And the teammate got fucking playing with it and destroyed it.
No, it's not destroyed yet, but a fucking
I'll do better next time.
person decided, I'm just gonna get in the boat and drive it to the shore. Never mind that there's a boat out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Why would you get in and just drive it to the shore?
He cheats? Hit it first. He's not even gonna say nothing. He's not even.
Kind of annoying on many fronts, but yeah, no, honestly, this game is great. Let me know what else I missed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a safe time in the battlefield, and don't die as much as I am.